The opportunities to get outside this weekend and get active.
Absolutely, but don't get outside and say, hey, maybe I should go swap out my winter tires, because we're not quite there yet, unfortunately. Really? No, we got a little bit of messy weather coming our way by the time we get to next week, but certainly this weekend is going to be beautiful out there and a great opportunity to get outside. Looking outside right now with our Capital Chev Skycam, yeah, there's some clouds over the city right now that look like they might bring some rain, but nothing's really expected to hit the ground. If it is, it'll be very trace amounts. With those clouds, we're sitting at 14 degrees right now. That is our high for today. And we do have winds still coming out of the southwest at 15 kilometers an hour. A little sleepy, this graphic right now, not showing direction, but warm winds, that has helped us get to this lovely high that we're experiencing right now, and will continue to get us in the double digits throughout the weekend. We have 17 right now in Lethbridge, 19 if you're joining us in Brooks, 20 in that Medicine Hat area, already at 20 degrees for April here. As we get into that central part of the province, 16 in Settler, Coronation, Youngstown, and 15 in the capital. A little more to the west, we see some cooler temperatures work in, but really the cool air will not be joining us significantly or noticeably until we get into about Tuesday of next week. Tomorrow's going to be fabulous out there. 17 degrees for your high here in the city, up to 19 in Lethbridge, 18 over in Medicine Hat, and it's all due to this lovely ridge of high pressure we're experiencing. But that radar satellite, if you were again questioning if some rain was going to be coming our way, it is picking up on the sounding here, but we saw some streaky clouds, but nothing really hitting the ground. We're going to see that precipitation hit the ground again late Monday into Tuesday. We have our ridge of high pressure right now over us. This jet stream continues to lift as we get into your Saturday, so that's going to be a warm, stable day. Holds on until Sunday, but this trough of low pressure over the Pacific is going to start to work its way in later on our Monday here. So it's holding off for the beginning of the week, but we start to see it track in as we get into Tuesday, and that's when you're going to notice cooler air move in and that mixed precipitation with it as well for a couple of days. That 5-day forecast, though, for the weekend, gorgeous, 17 for Saturday, up to 18 on your Sunday there, with mainly sunny conditions for the next 48 hours. Then for Monday, that's when we see that transition start to take place. 12 degrees, so still slightly above normal for what's usual at this time of year. Usually it's a high of 11. So overall, not a bad day temperature-wise, but we'll see that transition of building clouds later in the day, and then the potential for a rain-snow mix overnight, and that really starts to make its presence known for your Tuesday morning commute, and will linger throughout the day, only getting up to 4 degrees and then only 2 by midweek Wednesday.
Gina, we're in the clear pretty much all weekend until late on Monday.
That appears to be kind of the transition day from this nice, stable, high-pressure system we're under to some more unsettled weather moving in. And it's tough because this weekend is one where you're going to be itching to plant some flowers in the garden and get things ready for summer. I caution against planting and putting anything permanently in the ground quite yet. We did have some on and off clouds throughout the day here, a little more cloud coverage than sunshine, but still got up to a nice high of 14 degrees, which we are sitting at right now, all thanks to those southerly winds we experienced around 20 kilometers an hour this afternoon, getting us 3 degrees above normal for this time of year. We'll start to trend closer to normal by the time we get through the weekend, but still a couple of lovely days in the high teens first, and then 12 degrees for your Monday there. And as Ian mentioned, that's our transition to some more unsettled weather.
Let's peek at the forecast. Gina Martin joining us now. I bet there's young meteorologists there this weekend who are interested in weather and all things weather.
I'm sure there is. And yeah, it's a beautiful looking forecast for those young meteorologists. Be up looking at the sky. They're going to see nothing but sunshine, some nice warm temperatures. Don't let these rain clouds that we're seeing on our camera here deceive you. 14 degrees right now. That's our high for today. Nice southwesterly winds that helped warm us to this high that we're at right now. But yes, it looks a little gloomy over us right now. Our radar satellite sounding showing a little bit of precipitation reflection over the clouds over Calgary there, but a bulk of that rain is to the north of us, and it's going to stay there. Your day planner for the next 12 to 24 hours here, a nice calm evening. We will clear things up as we get overnight. Some sunshine in the morning, and then up to 17 degrees on Saturday.
Gina back with us now as we look ahead to our weekend forecast.
Yeah, nice warm looking weekend. We just saw all that fresh produce in that one story makes you think, oh, I want to get out in the garden and grow some of my own stuff. Don't do it quite yet, even though it is a fabulous weekend out there. We're going to get some cooler mixed precipitation working its way back in by next week. But first, let's talk about this ridge of high pressure. We're seeing that on our satellite radar temperature map here, really growing this afternoon in parts of the southeast part of Alberta and into Saskatchewan. Even here in Calgary, we've got to a nice high day of 14 degrees. We're sitting at that still right now this hour, thanks to these southwesterly winds at 15 kilometers an hour. They did get as strong as 20 earlier today, and we're expecting them to pick up from that direction once again tomorrow. Temperatures around the province right now, 19 in Medicine Hat. That city was at 20 degrees last hour, so very warm in that quadrant of the province here. 18 in Milk River right now, 19 in Brook. Central part of Alberta also trending in the mid-teens this hour, and we're going to see really lovely temperatures heading into your Saturday as well. That's what we're seeing on our map here. 19 in Lethbridge tomorrow, 17 for us here in Calgary, same in Brooks, and we're even going to get warmer by the time we get into Sunday. So it's all thanks to this upper air setup right now. There's your ridge of high pressure, but we are going to get some influence from low pressure by the time we get into next week. We're going to see this model again a little later in the show. That's when I'll walk through it in detail and we'll see exactly what we're expecting when it comes to that mixed precipitation. But your future cast for now, very calm, not a lot of significant weather for the next 48 hours here. On and off cloud, lots of sunshine for your Saturday and into your Sunday as well. It's going to be beautiful. And then we see the transition as we get more into your Monday. That's what we see on our 5-day here. So 12 degrees by the time we get into mid-April there. That's your transition day. And then we'll see that rain snow mix work its way in by Tuesday. Again, I'll have more details on this system in our next hit, but enjoy the lovely weekend first. Side right now through our Capital Chev Skywatch camera. We've had those on and off clouds throughout much of the day here, and even in some parts of the city right now you might see some darker, gloomier looking clouds, but they don't have a lot of bite to them. Really, we might see a light sprinkle if you just so happen to be near that cloud, but that's about it on the rain front for the next couple of days here. Looking outside right now, there's one of those clouds I was mentioning, a little smeared as some precipitation tries to work its way down to the ground, but really again nothing significant of note. You don't have to put away the patio cushions. In fact, I'd encourage you to keep them out for this weekend because lots of sunshine and warm temperatures to look forward to. We reached a high of 14 degrees today and we're sitting at that right now. Overnight we'll start to cool off to a low of 0. We have some calm northwesterly winds helping get us to that low mark, and we are situated right now right along the jet stream, so we are getting more of that southern warm air influence. But in central Alberta there is that instability right now. Blink and you'll miss it, but a lightning bolt is possible even in some areas north of Edmonton. So instability on that part of the province, but we'll remain pretty secure for the next couple of days with some warm air and nice sunny conditions. We're seeing those breezy conditions right close to where that jet stream is right now. Pincher Creek, Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, all getting gusts into the 40s, even the 60s in that southwest corner. And that's a look at what we're seeing here. There's your jet stream right now. We get a little bit of lift from this as we get into your Saturday, so more warm air our way, but again, different story in northern Alberta. We'll hold on to this into your Sunday and even into your Monday, but keep an eye on this low pressure system. It starts to move in to parts of central prairies as we get into Tuesday, and that includes us. So cooler temperatures, rain snow mixes, that's going to be the big weather maker from this system as we get into next week. So a bit of a disruption from this warm weather, but the next 3 days are looking pretty good for the most part, into the mid to high teens in some communities in the south. And again, the transition for some areas is going to be on Monday, but we're seeing places like Medicine Hat and Lethbridge still have really nice, enjoyable temperatures right through to April 15th there. Here's a look at that Capital Chev 7-day trend. So Monday again is going to be the transition day, and then we get below seasonal and unstable by the time we get into Tuesday.